talk about being in a constant state of unknowingness. We're in a constant state of not knowing, bro. Constantly. Every day you wake up, you're in a constant state of not knowing, bro. Feel me? What I mean by this? I mean, you 1 second away from a tire pop on your car. Or you 1 second away from losing your job for some bullshit. Or, you know, you 1 second away from your girlfriend leaving you. Or you don't have a girlfriend? You 1 second away from finding a girlfriend, like, or your boy or a boyfriend if you're a girl. Like, life is a constant state of unknowingness. We have constant presence. We have constant consciousness, bro. But it's a constant state of unknowingness. You don't know nothing. You know? The only thing that you think you know is that you know. You only think you know. But you don't know. You don't know for sure anything. You know? You can plan to go to the gym. But who's to say your car will even start? You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't even know that you didn't even know your car would start. Life is a constant state of unknowingness and just having faith. You know what I'm saying? You have faith even when you don't have faith. When you start up your car and it's cranking up, you hope it turn over. You're hoping it turns over. You have faith that your car will turn over and that you can move. Or, I don't know. It's a lot of things that we don't know that we think we know. We think we just know everything. We just think we just so perfect and just so damn amazing and we're the best and everything revolves around us. Which it does, because without my consciousness, nothing would be here. At least in my reality. But what is my reality? Who say I'm real? Who to say what am I? What is, you know what I'm saying? Like, what is this? Who am I? If I didn't have these eyes, if I couldn't peek through these eyes, and I couldn't control this mouth, and I couldn't hear with these ears, then what am I left with? Without my five senses, what am I? Sight, touch, feel, sight, touch, smell, hear, taste. Without my five senses, what am I? Because I'm still here without my five senses. You know that, right? So what am I then? If I couldn't do none of them, what would I be left with? What would you be left with? What am I truly at my core? You know what I'm saying? At my core, what am I? You know what I'm saying? And bro, I had this. I gotta be transparent with you guys. I gotta be super transparent with you guys. Okay, so like 2 days ago, bro, I had this conversation with a female, bro, that really just got me questioning everything I know and everything I don't know. We was talking about religion and Jesus. But we was talking about mainly about Jesus and, like, you know what I'm saying, how you have to follow Jesus. You have to, and also not only follow Jesus, but you have to live for Jesus. That was the main thing. You got to live for Jesus and not for Satan, because Satan is the devil of this world. You know what I'm saying? And so we talk about how you can be influenced and following Satan, thinking that you're being Christ-like. You know what I'm saying? Thinking that you're leading with love, but you're leading with Satan. And it really was deep. You know what I'm saying? And she said that I have to read the Bible, which I do. I have, you know what I'm saying? I have to read the Bible. I have to listen. I have to get into the Word, get into the teachings. You know what I'm saying? In order to finally realize that in my life, where Jesus is. You know, in my life, where Jesus is. Like, in order to see Jesus in my life, I have to read the actual Bible. You know what I'm saying? I have to read the Word, and I have to, like, interpret it based on whatever. You feel me? But basically, like how the devil is the God of this world, and so many of us who say we have free will and who operate on our free will, you know what I'm saying, and we don't realize that Jesus was the reason for us having free will. He gave us a choice. You know what I'm saying? When he died for our sins, he gave us a choice to have free will, to either choose him or to choose the devil. And it was a very deep conversation that I had so much, like, conviction, bro. I had a lot of conviction in that conversation. I ain't gonna lie. You know what I'm saying? And it's simply because I was always one. I don't believe in Jesus, bro. You know what I'm saying? I know there's a God, but I don't believe in Jesus. But at the same time, bro, I be crying about my life. You know what I'm saying? And I think that if I was following Jesus, I probably wouldn't be crying about my life. I probably would have purpose. You know what I'm saying? Like she said, bro. She said that if I let Jesus touch me, bro, I can heal millions. You know You feel me? I can touch millions. I can change millions people's hearts. And that really just it really just sat with me, because it was like, damn. And then I just felt a lot of conviction, bro. I felt a lot of conviction, because it was like, what have I been doing? Who have I really been following? And then I feel like everything I've been told up to this point, you know what I'm saying, that's been placed in my face, that I've indulged in, all the information that I know. You feel me? It was like, did I just learn this to unlearn it? You know what I'm saying? Why did I learn this? Because a lot of shit I know, people don't understand. A lot of shit I know, a lot of topics I understand, a lot of topics I'd be diving into. You feel me? Just people don't even touch on the topic. They don't even know what esoteric even means. You feel me? So it'd be like, dang, did I just learn all this for no reason? Well, not for no reason. It wasn't for no reason, bro. It was not for no reason. I didn't just learn all that for no reason. I learned it to, that's what I'm saying, that I just learned it to unlearn it. That I learned it to know that this is there, but to also know the truth. And then I've always been searching for truth. But what if the truth was right in my face? You feel me? The reason I turned away from Jesus, bro, is because, first of all, the very first thing that I turned away from Jesus, because of the name, it's Jesus. Zeus. That's the main reason I turned away from Jesus. Well, as soon as I realized that shit means Zeus, damn, it's empty as hell. Anyways, as soon as I realized that shit means Zeus, I like, okay, done with that. You know what I'm saying? But now I have like a new sense of like, damn, what if the devil is the person telling me that Jesus means Zeus? I don't know, but it's like confusion, bro. But I think I just gotta start reading the Bible. I gotta go get a Bible first. Then I really just gotta start reading that bit. But that was the main reason. That was the immediate reason. And then I knew that religion was controlling, and and it was a lot of things. So I'm gonna describe it. I'm not just gonna leave you blank. I'm gonna describe what a lot of things were. But yeah, I think that religion was controlling, and it was very, at least in my when I was telling people that I'm not religious, they're just judgmental, bro. They're immediately like, it's like a switch flips, and they might not interact with me the same person. They might not see me in the same view, and that'd be cool because I really don't be caring. But also, another reason why I turned away from religion was because it was a chore. It was a chore, bro. It definitely was a chore. It was definitely a chore. You know what I'm saying? It's not something I just do in my everyday life. And also, I recognize that God is in my everyday life. Jesus is in my everyday life. Jesus is in everything I do, not just on a Sunday, or not just whenever I think, okay, now I'm going to go to Jesus, or now I'm going to go to the Bible. You know, I really had a revelation that Jesus was in everything that I did. You know what I'm saying? And I wasn't even talking about Jesus because I wasn't following Jesus, bro. You know what I'm saying? I was talking about God, bro, the fucking Almighty, whatever the fuck. And then I always say I am. She said that God is the great I am. So that's someone outside of you. It's just a lot that was conflicting that made me realize, like, damn, how have I been living good? Like, have I been living wrong this whole time? You know, really. Because of all the teachers, I really just had mentors, bro. I've really been having mentors my whole life. Like, I don't realize it, but the YouTube videos I watch of the same person, I might watch 100 videos of the same person. That's my mentor. You feel me? I really didn't realize that. So I've been having mentors, having fucking coaches, all of them. And I could still be living wrong. I could still be wrong. You know, I could still be doing the wrong things. I could have been living by the devil, just like they're, you know what I'm saying? And then what is the devil, bro? What the fuck is the devil, bro? I don't know, bro. Once you get into fucking... That's another thing, bro. Once you get into faith at all, once you get onto the topic of faith, bro, you can just go anywhere. Like, me and this person can conversate about their favorite color, their favorite shoes. But once you get onto the topic of faith, it's like, and you don't believe the same thing they believe, bro. It's like, I just felt so much conviction, bro. Truthfully, I felt so much conviction. I felt like I needed to change the heart. You know what I'm saying? I felt like I need to follow Jesus. That's really what I felt. You know what I'm saying? Felt like Jesus had been missing out of my life. And that would make sense, bro, because I don't think I would ever feel alone again, bro. I don't think I would ever feel alone. I don't think I would ever feel deep senses of sadness anymore. And, bro, that girl made some beautiful music. She just told me it was possible that you can make music about sharing the love of God. So, definitely think I need to do some soul searching, bro. Most definitely. In due time, it'll come. Feel me? It'll come, bro, but most def, like. Because her music is really what just, like, woke me up to, like, damn. You can bring people out of anything with this music. Like, you can share the love of God. Because God is love. Jesus is love. At the end of the day, it's love, bro. It's eternal love. You know what I'm saying? Love for everybody. Spreading the love for everybody, anybody. Versus just believing in the Almighty. You ain't really talking about that love. That ain't the forefront. The forefront is not love. The forefront of the Almighty is, I am protected. But who cares about you? Who cares about me? I don't care about me, bro. If I don't care about me, then that means I should be caring for others. You know, and that's what I try to do with these videos. I try to just let you know that I try to just be transparent with you. So whatever I be thinking, I just try to put it into the video because it's my outlet, I guess, in a way. It's one of my outlets, at least. But as you can see, I'm conflicting right now. I be thinking about a lot of things, but we live, though. We live, man. I was talking about how you don't know nothing. Even when it comes to religion, I don't know nothing, bro. Like, I don't know, bro. Crazy part is, though, bro, what if Jesus is real? Like, we know that Jesus is real. The story of Jesus is definitely real, for sure. He came, and he fucking went across the world, traveled many places, and was just talking to people. And, you feel me? Now, what was his teachings? Because you got some people saying he was teaching spirituality. Which that's just a topic in itself. That's a whole other topic in itself. And you got some people that are saying he was just love, bro. But I guess I gotta read the Bible. Definitely. And then she also gave me an insight as to how the Bible was written by his 12 disciples. Not Jesus himself. It was written by his 12 disciples who witnessed everything he's done. And basically just I gotta get in the word. Which that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I gotta get into that religious word. I never really like picked up a Bible ever. Ever in my life I never picked up a Bible. It was because first of all, it's a fat ass book. That book big as shit. That book is fat as hell. That big got a lot of pages, bro. And every time I did pick a Bible, I'm starting at Genesis, bro. For God, in the beginning, like every time I decide I'm picking the Bible, I'm just starting immediately in Genesis, bro. In the beginning. I'm reading that shit over and over in the beginning. Like, I'm not making no progress, bro. I might make it a chapter and then close the book. Then tomorrow, okay, in the beginning, I pick it up again. So I'm starting Matthew, though. She told me to start Matthew. So definitely, I'm going to start reading the Bible. We're going to see. And I'm going to document it, bro. I'm going to just keep recording these videos and shit. And then, because I want to be as transparent as possible. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to come on. I don't lie on this fucking camera. I don't come in here with a facade, bro. You know what I'm saying? Acting like I'm somebody I'm not. I give you who I am, whatever the fuck I am. And that's what she said, bro. She said, I don't know who I am. You don't know who you are. God knows who you are, bro. You don't know who you are. You don't know all of your talents and abilities, but God does. Truthfully, you don't know what you're going to do 5 years from now when you wake up, but God does. I felt a lot of conviction, bro. I felt a lot of anger, man. I felt a lot of anger because why the fuck was I thrown down a rabbit hole just to be pulled out of this motherfucker? Like, nigga, I was thrown down a rabbit hole about 2 years ago, and I just been diving deep ever since. Now, I really stopped digging because I realized it's just a whole bunch of shit that you never gonna really know about. So I started focusing on myself, truthfully, because it's like, if you keep diving down a rabbit hole, bro, you just gonna be certain. You gonna find what you're looking for. You feel me? You gonna find what you're looking for. So I stopped looking because it's deeper than ever. It's deeper than deeper it gets. Like, it's deep as hell. And I just realized, like, hey, just focus on self. And then I started doing that. And then focusing on self led me to spirituality, led me to energy and vibrations, and how you can have to control who's around you and your energy fields and your energy force field, shit like that, like controlling who's around you and controlling, and just like not even controlling, just like, because you really can't control shit. You really can't control shit. It's that false illusion of control. What if I have no control in life? Like I said, bro, I didn't know my car was gonna start today. You really have no control, bro. So even when you're focusing on self, you really just not focusing on yourself. Like, and then also this thought of like, I'm God, that I am God myself, and God is within me, and I, you know what I'm saying, I'm the Christ-like figure that I search for. I am the journey and the road that I search for. Then she said, I gotta live for Jesus, and that don't just mean you live and do what the fuck you want to do. That means you actually are actively trying to live for Jesus. You feel me? Living right, and that means that you are confessing your sins, bro. That means you are confessing that you're a sinner. And that probably was hard for me, to confess that I am a sinner, that I have sinned. That I have sinned, bro. That was probably hard for me, but that's probably one of the deepest things you can ever do, is confess that I'm not perfect. I'm not perfect, I'm a sinner. You know, I've done things that go against myself, that go against the God. I've done things. I do things now. I'm probably sinning right now. I didn't even saying fuck. That's probably a sin. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? And the biggest thing about that really pushed me away from religion was I didn't want to label myself as a sinner. I didn't want to put myself in that category. But it was because I thought that it meant I was going to hell immediately. I thought that calling myself a sinner meant that, oh, you're condemning yourself. But now I can see that it's not. You know what I'm saying? But I can't really see shit. Because she told me that you really can't see nothing until you have been in the Word. You have read the Word. And you know what I'm saying? And then once you have that knowledge in you, then you'll see how it happens in your everyday life. Versus just trying to think. Because you don't know shit. You can't think. If you ain't never seen the color green, yellow, you can't think of the color green, yellow and say, oh, this is what green, yellow look like. You ain't never seen that shit. You ain't never even had the knowledge of it. Same thing, like, you can't speak on fucking religion and shit and God and shit if you ain't never really read the text, the blueprint. You feel me? But it's a lot of things. Like I said earlier, God is everywhere. God is everywhere you go. He's in everything you do. It's just like faith in general, bro. Faith in general is like a topic that's so random, but it's so strong. Fuck it. Thanks for watching the video. Ebooks link in the description. Subscribe to the channel. Like the video. Comment if you feel inclined. And I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.